Hey there, Exotic Direct fans. We are here today with Mikey and Mia, and we are basically going to give you guys a quick run through our entire aviary setup and what we would recommend if you are looking into buying a cage or an aviary. Now, before we do go any further, if you don't know who Exotic Direct are, Exotic Direct is an exotic pet insurance provider for parrots, small birds, and other exotic pets. So, let's get into this, shall we? Firstly, you are off to buy an aviary or a cage. What do you look for? Well, here's a couple of things. Firstly, size-wise, you literally want this to be the biggest thing you can cater for in your home. This is ours right here, which we can go all the way from kind of here to here, and all the way back here to visit Mikey, who's staring out the window at the neighbors. You do not want to by any means try and save some pennies and put your lovely, beautiful bird into a very, very small enclosure. Please, please, please get something as large as you can possibly fit in your home, in the spare room, outdoors, whatever works for you, but please make sure it is a decent size. These birds do have very large wingspans. They love to explore, they love to hang off stuff and climb around. They need to have fun in this thing. So, once you've found a space in your house with a ridiculous amount of room, then you need to find the right aviary. Now, with aviaries, some materials can be quite dangerous. For example, galvanized steel can be very, very toxic to birds. So just do keep that in mind if you are looking into galvanized panels or galvanized aviaries or cages. Because if they are climbing around on the aviary and it's galvanized, there is a chance they could get poisoned, and that will not be good at all. So just be aware of that. There is also powder-coated aviaries, which is what we are standing in today. Now, what that basically means, it's been sprayed and coated, which does make it safe. Definitely still keep an eye on it though, because if your bird doesn't have enough toys or stuff to do in the aviary, they might start chewing the powder coating off, and you don't want that to happen, but that is very, very rare at the same time. Thirdly, the best option you can do is stainless steel. If you have a stainless steel cage, stainless steel aviary, indoor or outdoors, this is your best option. It is 100% bird safe, and there will be zero risks. Now let's get on to bar spacing. You want to make sure it's not too big, it's not too small, so look into what is right for your bird. With macaws and large parrots, what we have on this aviary is 25 millimeters by 50 millimeters. Now that works great. You can also go 50 by 50, you can go 25 by 25. If you have African greys, Amazon, small to medium sized parrots, that will be fine. If you do have much smaller birds, you do want to make sure that bar spacing is a lot smaller. They could get their head stuck in it, they could get injured, you do not want that. So definitely have a look into that. Now, where should you put your aviary? Mia, where do you like your aviary? Well, they have their own room, but there is a lot of different places where you can put cages and aviaries and places you shouldn't put them as well. Firstly, birds love a window. Natural light also is amazing. These guys have a big window here. They look outside every day and they scream at the pigeons. A place that can be quite social as well is always good. Parrots are extremely social animals, but they also do need their sleep. 10 to 12 hours a night. Unless the whole room is cleared out by the time they go to sleep and it is pitch black, they aren't going to have very sweet dreams. Now you've got your bird safe aviary at home. It's the biggest one you could find. You've found the room to put it in. Let's deck this thing out, shall we? So what we need to do, start off with some perches. Now what we have in here is quite a range. We have Java perches that we've ordered from Parrot stores. We have giant branches from Bird Safe's trees. We've made little perches in that back corner out of Bird Safe wood. We have swings as well that the birds can swing on. There's natural wood nail filing perches as well, which are great for their nails. There is a very, very big variety that you can get. So definitely explore those. Birds do not just want to sit in one place, they need to move around and explore. So what you really want to do is keep the perches quite high. Birds like to be quite high, but also have a couple in the middle, maybe some lower, maybe have some foraging toys down by the lower ones to make them kind of explore, because birds will always prefer to be a little bit higher. Do not put perches above food and water bowls. Why, you may ask? Well, when birds are perched, there is a very, very high chance where they are sitting, they are going to do a poo. Now, you don't really want poo in their food or their water. So our feeding station, there will be 0 perches above it. That way, their food and water will stay fresh and clean. But If they do poo, how do you clean it, you may ask? What do we even use on the floors? Now, some people use newspaper, others use some other type of paper. I've heard of wood chips, I've heard of wood shavings, anything like that. But what we do has worked for us for a very, very long time. We've found this very, very large piece of plastic which builders actually use while they're building to stand on. I'm not sure the exact use of it, but they sell it at Wix for like £3 or something like that. It is amazing. You can sweep up any mess on it super, super quickly. For the poo, what we usually do, if we do find a place where they are pooing more than others, you know, they'll have their favorite perches, or when they sleep, that perch in the morning where they sleep, there will be a big morning poo there. We usually just lay down some paper, and that way the flooring will last longer, as we can just scrunch that paper up and throw it away to keep the aviary as clean as possible. These guys are very, very sensitive to dirty environments, you know, dust, stuff like that. They are very, very dusty birds. Maybe get yourself an air purifier. We have one. Keeps the air nice and clean, keeps their lungs nice and happy. So now you've sorted all the perches. Where are your birds going to eat? Now, what we would recommend is to keep food bowls somewhere, like I said, not under a perch, and also quite accessible for you to get to. You don't want to have to kind of walk into an aviary, go under a ladder, above a perch, get hit in the face with a toy to fill up their food every day and change their water. So please keep that in mind when you are selecting a cage or an aviary, or depending where you are putting it. Make sure it is accessible for you to fill up and reach and wash and change their food bowls daily. Now, you need some toys. Need. This isn't a let's get my birds for toys because they might want some. Birds need toys. They need so much to do throughout the day. If you're not home, if you're at work, if you're out, they cannot just sit here on a perch very, very bored. They are extremely smart creatures, and they will get very, very depressed. So, let's talk toys. Now, there is loads and loads of different toys. Our favorites are stuff like huge, big, chunky wooden toys. I think we have one over here. This thing here is amazing. It has lasted so long. The wood's like that thick, the blocks are like this big, and there's like maybe 15 bits. It's a massive, massive toy. These guys can just chew it and chew it and chew it forever. That's what they love to do, destroy stuff. Then you got stuff like this. Excuse me, Mia. This thing here is so cool. Now, this is a shredding toy. This is made to be destroyed. It's made to be easy to rip up. And Mia over here, well, usually she loves ripping at it, but she's got a new toy. I don't even know what that is. She doesn't want me to touch it, though. Shredding toys are great. They do go quite quickly, but they do keep your bird very, very satisfied and happy. Then you have foraging toys. Now, we love foraging toys because birds work for stuff in them. So we got our foraging wheels. Now, we basically put a couple of treats in these and then jam-pack them with cardboard. So they have to really, really work to get the treats. And then they have to spin the wheel to get them. I mean, they have a load of fun doing it, and they feel quite accomplished, I guess. Then we have this amazing foraging toy for the walnuts that we do have for these guys. Now, with the walnuts, we basically unscrew this thing, put 2 walnuts in, tighten it up as tight as we can possibly get it, and they will usually work together as a team to unscrew both ends to get their nuts each. It is such an incredible toy. It keeps them busy for a while as well, and they love to use their brain. Keeps them stimulated at the same time. So now, your aviary is pretty much decked out. You have your toys, you have your perches, you got your food bowls, you got your foraging toys, you got your floor, which you are changing and cleaning, stuff like that. All you need to do now is make sure that your bird isn't living in this thing for a long time. Birds can be in cages, but obviously they prefer to be with you. They love attention. They are very social creatures. So do keep in mind, even though you do have this lovely big cage in your home that's all decked out beautifully, they do not like to be here all day and all night. So spend some time with your bird, teach some tricks, have some fun. It'll be great. Now, when you put your bird to sleep, what are you going to do? Firstly, as I mentioned earlier, birds do need darkness and they do need quiet. So, what some people do, they will put a big sheet over their cage. Now, there'll be no sheet that'll actually fit this thing here. So, what we've done, just got some blackout curtains, we pull them down and the room is pitch black. These guys have a very pleasant sleep. That's basically it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. If you did, hit like, make sure you subscribe to the Exotic Direct YouTube channel, and we will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.